Alrighty, y'all, what's going on? So, tonight we are going to be talking about goal setting. Again, this touches base with last week's video that we touched base on some 3 things that have helped me personally with letting go, one of which was letting go. So today, again, we're going to be talking about goal setting, which touches on the expectations part of last week. That being said, when you set goals, make sure you're not setting those goals too high. Sometimes we tend to set a goal that's just a little too out of hand. Whether that being, I'm gonna buy a Lambo when I'm 27. Like, maybe not. Maybe you can buy a sports car. Again, that's a more reasonable goal. You can buy a sports car at 27. That sports car might be like a Subaru, or like, I don't know, a souped up Honda that's got sports drive on it. But like, maybe you're not gonna buy a Lambo or a Audi or a BMW at 27. You might not be able to afford it. It's maybe just out of your means. So we tend to set goals that when we don't meet those goals, we kind of get crushed. It's kind of like the biggest letdown when you let yourself down. So when you're setting your goals, make sure you're not going way out of hand, way above and beyond what you think you could do. And again, goals are things you can do, things you can buy, things you can get to. So there's a lot of goals in your life that you need to be setting, but you need to know where you're setting them first. You gotta understand that sometimes it's not meant to be, and sometimes it's just not in the cards to get to a certain thing. So when you have a goal that doesn't exactly meet up, you gotta brush it off. You gotta let that shit go. You gotta let it roll off your shoulder. Don't let it get you down for days, months, God forbid, years. Because shit happens, y'all. It's always gonna happen. It's how you respond to said shit that makes you who you are as a person. That continues your happiness. That helps you become a better person at the end of it all. So set your goals, but make sure they're achievable. Don't go haywire with a bunch of random goals and then just let yourself down at the end of it all. However, do set goals and set them frequently, but make sure they're achievable. That way, when you achieve a bunch of smaller goals, at the end of it, you feel better. You feel like you could set bigger goals that are going to be achievable, and they do become that way because you have those little goals under your belt already. And I know sometimes that's hard to understand or hard to realize, but truly, practice does make perfect. So the more you achieve goals, the more goals are achievable. I know that's just a play on words, but it truly is that way. The more you set goals and the more you crush those goals day in and day out, the more those goals weigh. The more goals you can achieve at higher levels because you already have those other ones under your belt. You've got that experience already. You know what you can and what you cannot do, and that makes the biggest difference in your life. Just looking at yourself and realizing who you are as a person and what you can achieve truly does change the picture at the end of the road. And I've learned that really in just a short period of time. Really maybe the last 3 or 4 months, I've realized that some of the goals that I've made in life are a little far-fetched. A lot far-fetched. Some of the goals that I've made in life are just way too big, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you keep putting all your time and attention into something that you're never going to be able to do, it's truly going to crush you at the end of it. So, what I wanted to talk to y'all about tonight was that do set goals, do be happy by setting goals that are achievable, but do exactly that. Make sure that those goals are achievable. Make sure that you aren't going to let yourself down at the end of it all. Make sure that you're always going to be happy with the end result, even if that means your goal wasn't met. So, always set your goals. Make sure you know where you're setting them. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe. I love y'all. Most dope.